Okay, let me put this phone on back where it goes. Right? That is crooked. Why is it crooked? Oh, let's see. The tripod is crooked. Hi. Hey guys, welcome in. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, happy first of the month. Happy August. I'm doing this like this is cheers. This is just water, guys. It's water. I'm doing well. How are y'all doing? Transparently, guys, my AC is out, so I'm hot. But other than that, things are going good. They're going good. So if y'all hear noise in the background, it's because I have fans blowing on me. Hey, good morning. How are you? Let me see. I thought I had it set up where, yeah. Oh, you guys can see behind me. Yeah, good morning, Laquita. How you doing? It's good to see y'all. Oh, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you guys for tapping and all of that good stuff. I am going to answer some questions today. I do want to make everyone aware that if you got a reading from me, so if I answered a question for you in the month of July, I did take and repost all of those readings on to my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called TikTok Live broadcast, and it has all of my TikTok lives there. So if you missed anything, you can go and rewatch it there. Let's see. What else we got going on? I would like to I'm gonna answer some questions. I may do a couple of lists, but I would like to do a small collective today. And also, I want to get into the astrology for the month. I want to start looking at what's going to be coming up this month because yeah, thank you so much for the heart, me. Appreciate you. On the first of the month, I have this calendar right here. Can y'all see it? Let me show y'all my calendar. See, right here, I have a calendar, and I keep the all of the like where the moon is at, and if there's any ingresses over the course of the month, I keep track of all of those, just to kind of have an idea of the energy. So I'm going to be doing that on live. I will answer a few questions though. Um, yeah. That's what we're doing. I am going to be making the switch to not doing so many free questions. So that's going to look a little different. This month already started with disaster for you. Oh, Bella, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Hmm. Yeah. So I am going to be transitioning from answering so many free questions into more so doing collectives and paid readings. Just is something that Spirit's been working with me on. There's a lot of pulling on my energy, and so that's the thing with this transition. So I feel like the collectives will speak to more people without it being such a time commitment. And y'all, my nails are jacked right now, guys, because I couldn't deal with the fumes without air conditioning. I live in South Louisiana and it's very hot. But yeah, just to be able to conserve my energy, I will be doing exactly. I am worth being paid, right? So, and I do have a day job, and I have kids and I have bills just like everybody else. So, I will be switching to doing mostly collectives and not answering so many yes no questions. Okay. I think I'm still going to do them from time to time, but it'll be maybe a little more sporadic, as spirit sees fit. Because ultimately, I'm just following where spirit is taking me, you know? All right. That being said, let's get into it. I think we should start with the collective. Let's start with the collective and then we'll move forward from there. Do I have any channel messages for the collective spirit? No, I didn't write anything down. The moon right now, let's see, where's the moon? The moon is in Pisces right now. Okay. Thank you guys for the follow. Oh, something else. There's so much energy expended and connected with spirit. Yes, yes. And people who don't read don't understand that, how much energy it really takes to do this. And then the thing of it is, too, is that collective, like, this is the reason why I've started making sure that I pray myself in, pray myself out. I disconnect after every time I connect to someone's energy, because it is the energy hangs around, like it lingers if you're not 100% like cognizant of it, you know. And I don't think people understand what that entails. Like, I have dreams about the collective sometimes, different people that I work with, their energy shows up, their loved ones show up. Like, it's a lot. It's very involved. Thank you so much. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you guys. All right. I have some decks pulled out, but I'm feeling called to grab one other deck. So give me just a second. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Let's see. It's the oil. Okay. This one? Okay. Well, thank you. I will be doing some yes no questions, but it is going to be limited today. I'm going to start with the collective. Spirit is transitioning me from doing so many yes no, like the free yes nos, into doing more paid readings. So that's what I was just talking about here. um it's a major energy expenditure and I love helping everyone, but this is how spirit is leading me, and ultimately I'm here to follow spirit's guidance. Hi Elle. I'm gonna start with the collective first, guys. Oh, I may need to update that. Thank you, spirit. I forgot I did that. I'll update it. Welcome. So if it's your first time here, my name is Tabitha. This is Channeled Wellness. If you're returning, welcome back. It's good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. We're going to tap in with some collective energy here. Let me see. Let me grab my prayer before we get started. I updated it. Hold on. I updated it because the one I had was way too long. Let me just grab it. I couldn't. I want to get to the point where I can remember the prayer without like reading it off of the screen. So I shortened it quite considerably. Let me just. Okay. First of all, let's do this too. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, let's take a second to reset our nervous systems. It's so important to work. Okay. It's so important to work with the energy of the breath. Okay. You gotta make sure y'all are breathing. Most of the time, most of us breathe very shallowly, and it only goes right here, right to your chest, but really your breath is supposed to fill your body. So I would invite you at this time, if you are feeling pain in any specific area, if there's any area that feels like tight, or if you're any type of fogginess, or like if you're overthinking, breathe into that area. Like when you take your deep breaths in, breathe into that area, okay? I'm going to use the sound bowl. All right, ready? Deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Release. Let everything out. Anything that's in those areas of pain, breathe that nice fresh oxygen into it and breathe out the pain. Let it go. Relax those muscles. Again, let's do another deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and then let it go. One more. Deep breath in. And let it go. Okay. That felt good. That was a nice little reset. I think a lot of times we spend a lot of energy like worrying about things that it doesn't even, like worrying about it doesn't help the situation. You know what I mean? All right. This is collective energy, please, Spirit. The great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Okay. I feel like you could be meeting your soul tribe at this time. I feel like this could be either in person or on the internet. And the reason I say the internet, it's not really even pictured on this card, but I'm seeing like a portal here, a big rectangular portal on this card. And it's reminding me of a cell phone or a computer or like a screen is what it's reminding me of. These phones, they are portals, right? They link my world to yours, right? Because outside of this phone, we wouldn't have met each other. You know what I mean? And this phone is an opportunity, and it should be treated as such. I feel like treated as a portal. Understand that when you're getting on your screens, that and getting on the internet, that you are connecting with these energies. Okay. Something else that has been coming up is people wanting to meet their spirit guides. Okay, it's important for you to understand that your spirit guides, when you do like meditations and things to meet them, when you do meditations and things to meet your spirit guides, a lot of times what will happen is that you may meet them in meditation, yes, but you may also meet people who are guides to you. Okay, right now, as I'm advising you, I am a guide to you. I'm one of your spirit guides. Your soul tribe will come in as reflections of different aspects of yourself, and they will be your spirit guides personified. Okay, so spirit guides do not only show up in the form of spirit. I think that's a bit of a misconception that a lot of us have. I know I certainly thought that at the beginning of my journey, but there comes a point where you come to realize that the way that you interact with people, especially in these spiritual spaces, it's because they are guides to you. They are like the meeting. You guys meeting each other is very clandestine. Spirit brings us together. Yeah, spirit guides show up in the form of humans. Yes. We act as guides to each other often. Yeah, very much so. This is not what I meant to do. Here we go. Okay, let me turn the volume down. Yeah, but yeah, we act as spirit guides to each other. I have a council of Brittany's. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before, but there were certain readers early in my spiritual awakenings that I was drawn to these particular readers, and they all use like pseudonyms, right? So they've changed their names as far as like they're not necessarily known as, y'all know what I mean. Their online presence is known under a different name. But I come to find out, after I was following these people for a while, I had a council of Britneys. All of them were named Brittany. It was crazy. But yeah, there's certain I feel like synchronicities are very important for this collective. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's synchronicities happening for you guys that are showing up as indicators. Hey Nene, how you doing? They're showing up as indicators of the energy. Excuse me. Mm. There's a lot of releasing going on at this time as well. One more card from this deck. Yeah. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Doing both. We're doing a collective right now. Um I feel like with this card, okay, and with me talking about like spirit guides, this is the energy. This is what I'm saying. We all act as guides to each other. There are ways that you are planting seeds, and these seeds that you are planting are growing in other people. And that form of you planting these seeds, it may just be by solely by your existence in this person's world. You know what I'm saying? Different people that you interact with, people see the changes in you. They see the way that you think. We as humans, we observe a lot more than we say, you know, and that is, It's calling you. What? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we're going into more 3D affairs now. Okay. And this is what I'm saying. You guys act as a bridge between the spiritual and the physical. Okay. There are ways in which you are either being led or you're leading others. Okay. We have here tears and the letter R. So the letter R is significant for someone. Tears. There's a person here who's crying over you, and this is where we're going to switch into the true emotional. I feel like this person, yeah, with my way, this person didn't do right by you in some sort of sense. And I feel like it's coming up now. It's, hey, Sadie, welcome. It's good to see you. This person didn't do right by you, and this is coming to the surface now. Yeah, this person, you have cut this person off from your energy. Okay, and the reason being is because you were a guide for this person. Okay, karmic ties. That's what I'm saying. This person, there was things that you were supposed to do together, or there's it's past life energy. It's like there's cycles that came over from another lifetime into this lifetime. Hey, Seti, thank you. um yeah, karmic bond, it's there was something that was meant to play out in the energy, right? These are past life ties and they were meant to play out in the energy. But I feel like this is what's unlocking this door for the great gathering, for this meeting of the soul tribe, right? The soul tribe comes forward out of this because you led yourself out of this situation. Yeah, by deciding to let go of this energy. And now this person is very regretful of the way that they treated you. They're regretful. I feel like their eyes are starting to be open. Yeah, bad news. This person's eyes are beginning to be open to the reality of things. I feel like it's the reality of themselves. You could have told this person about themselves, or you could have described the energy to this person and they refused to see it, you know? Thank you. Mm, yeah. You moved on. And I feel like this card says happily single, but this is not necessarily a romantic relationship. It can be, but I feel like it's just you being in your own energy, not being in a place of like worrying so much about this person, depending on this person to show up for you in a certain way. I feel like this person didn't show up for you the way that they should have, you know? But there's freedom in letting go of this energy. And I feel like you're finding that freedom, or you have found that freedom. Yeah, it's different for different people. Either you're getting there or you already are there. Mm, okay. Yeah. And meanwhile, this person is feeling like shit. Yes, all of my videos are being posted to YouTube, guys. If you missed a part of the reading, you can go to my YouTube. My link for my YouTube is in bio. It's the same name as here. And you can watch the replay. Also, all of the lives that I did over the course of July, I've posted over there. There's a playlist called TikTok Lives. And you can go back and rewatch. If you got a reading from me, it'll be there. Okay. Yeah. This person is feeling like shit. I'm telling you, it's because they're in very, very heavy regret about the way that they treated you. It's like you planted seeds. Yeah. Cycles round and round. You planted seeds in this person, with this person, in their reality, in their spirit, I feel like. And these seeds are growing, like they're sprouting. And in the sprouting of these seeds, these people are able to take a real look at themselves. And like they know that the way that they treated you was, yeah, it was terrible. Mm. Where are we going with this? Somebody's twin flame is showing up here. Okay. And this cycles card is at the bottom, round and round. We're doing a collective right now, Prim. I'm gonna do some yes or no questions in a few after the collective. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's been going through the same process over and over again with the twin. It's the I love you, and then y'all know how this twin flame stuff go. I really don't even want to talk about this. Spirit, what's the point? Yeah. Whatever this person has been trying to keep secret from you, it's like whatever they didn't want you to see is being revealed to you at this time. I feel like you're getting messages. It's coming back to this great gathering. I'm telling you, you're coming into contact with your soul tribe, and it's like nothing that this person does is outside of your perception. Okay. You're the freaking high priestess, high priest, high priestess. You can see, you see what's really going on here. You see these energy dynamics. This person didn't see that, but they're beginning to. Okay. I feel like they're starting to understand why they act the way that they act, what it is that they are doing here. Like they're starting to see some of the their own inner workings, like how their mind works or how their energy works, and what they're actually doing, what they're bringing to the table. We have Queen Bee here in the reverse. See, and that's what I'm saying. This person's ego is being knocked down a notch, you know, because they're really beginning to see themselves. And I feel like this information is being revealed to you through portals, through this gathering of souls, through your soul family. It's like you're seeing the mirror of the energy dynamics. It's like you could be thinking about what happened between y'all or how the energy dynamics were, and then turn around and see somebody else going through the same thing, or it plays out like right in front of you, or you tap into one of these messages and a reader is talking about it. There is a lot of mirroring energy. Y'all, my air conditioning is not working, so I'm drinking a lot of water to stay hydrated because my AC is out and the guy can't come until Monday, and I'm very upset about it. It's been out for since like Wednesday or Thursday, and yeah, I'm not upset about it. Let me not say that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's not the way. I'm gonna reframe that. I am disappointed that I do not have AC, but right now I am going through a trial by fire. And so I'm just going to do my thing regardless. But if y'all see me pause to drink water or hydrate myself, that's why. Yes, it's disappointing. Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay. Spirit, we're not talking about that. I'm not gonna get into that here because it's irrelevant. I want to know, how is this relevant for the collective? Okay, they're telling me to switch back to my deck. Yes, cleansing, exactly. Ignite. I'm telling y'all, it's a trial by fire. I can't make it up. It's 100 degrees plus here in Texas. Yeah, I'm in southern Louisiana, baby. I know. Same. It's the same here. I'm right outside New Orleans. It is hot. It's hot, and the humidity. Like, I feel like you can run from the heat if you're indoors, if you are like in a place where it's dry, but the humidity, you cannot run from that. That humidity is getting through every creek and crevice. It's just in the air, and there's nothing to pull it out of the air. So that's really the, you know. Yeah, but I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna rock and roll through it. I ain't got no choice but to deal with it, you know. But yeah, the point of this, I feel like the reason why this is coming up is to ignite a fire within you. Okay, is to help you understand why you were advised, because I feel like you were advised or you were led to block this person, to stop dealing with this person, to kind of take them out of your energy, right? I feel like you allowed this person really wrote themselves out of your story, is what I feel like they're still trying to be in your story, right? That's why the energy is still there, but like at the same time they wrote themselves out of your story. And this it becomes relevant for you because you are being ignited. Yeah, you're light. I can't make it up. Your light is being ignited, is being triggered at this time, because you are meant to spread your light to other people. You do spread your light to other people. I feel like you do this naturally without even thinking about it, right? But at the same time, it's another level is coming in at this time. You know what I mean? And this higher level, it requires for you to see your own light, but it also is like your light ignites the light in others, right? Through the way that they interact with you, through the way that, and I feel like this is, like I said, Twin Flame did come out, but I feel like this is a more broad message about the people that you're interacting with in your daily life, just like period. It's about coworkers, it's about family members, it's about friends. It's like when your light shines, it activates light within them, no matter how that dynamic is actually playing out between you guys, because sometimes it takes for you to block a person for them to sit back and think about, like, why is this person doing me like this? And then that ignites their light. You see what I'm saying? And then there's other people that you're coming together with, this soul tribe, this soul family that you're coming together with, and the dynamics are really good, you know, and you play off of each other, you bounce ideas off of each other, you kind of go back and forth with that thing, and that is igniting your light also as well as theirs, you know. It's really this dynamic of like the interplay. I'm seeing, let me see if I got this card right here. It's like this, because I feel like this card just illustrates it so pretty. It's like this, right? It's this thing of like throwing the light back and forth between you guys. You see the light at the center of the card? That's like the best way I can describe it. It's like the connections, the relationships between us, between people, between, you and your soul tribe and the people around you, your family, your relationships, this twin flame even. There's a light that's being ignited. What else do you have for the collective spirit? The letter N came out in the reverse. Okay. I feel like if somebody here is worried about a person whose name begins with the letter N, you don't have to worry about this person. Okay. And if you're worried about getting a no from someone, they're not going to tell you no. The answer is not no. Okay. The Earth Star is here. The Earth Star is at the bottom of your feet. This is a chakra at the bottom of your feet, and it connects you with the earth. So I do feel like grounding is very important at this time. And y'all, I can't make it up. I told y'all this is some past life energy that's playing out. It's like reaching a conclusion at this time. Whatever it was that you guys were meant to come together in this life, and um that energy that needed to play out, it's like this cycle had to play itself out. It's at a point of concluding at this time. Good. I'm glad I can assist. um yeah, yeah, I feel like the energy's wrapping up. The energy's wrapping up. This cycle, they're showing me the cycles card again, this round and round. Whatever this cycle was with this energy is wrapping up. It's coming to a close. I really don't feel like you have anything to worry about here. Worrying won't change it anyway, so why do that? But if you were worried, I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. What can the collective look forward to in the coming days? The letter A, okay? The letter A. I feel like that letter A is going to be different for different people. It's going to be significant in different ways for different people. Okay, that's what you have to look forward to in the coming days. Also, third eye chakra. I feel like your third eye is getting an upgrade. You could be experiencing some clairvoyance coming up here soon, or just a higher level of perception. It's like really being able to see through the veil and see, yeah, aligned. What is that peeking up? Boundary. Yeah. So there's a boundary that was set that is causing this alignment. It's like this alignment comes through hitting something, hits the boundary, and it causes this. It's almost like when you hit the sound bowl, how you hit it and then the frequency comes out, you know? Something about something hitting that boundary, it's having a resonance, a resonating effect. I hope that makes sense. I feel like whoever that's for, it's gonna make sense for. Yeah, past life came out again. That's the boundary. It's the end of this past life cycle playing out. Mm, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. At this time, I'm gonna go ahead and take up a list. That's what I have for the collective. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for that. I'm gonna go ahead and take a list for yes or no questions. I'm only gonna be doing one list today. So if you would like to get on the list, you could go ahead and drop just your name only in the chat, and I'm gonna take a list and do that at this time. Hey Jen, welcome. How you doing today? Y'all, everybody congratulate Jen. Jen was the winner of our free YouTube private reading. Oh, excuse me. I know I was announcing it the other day, but she wasn't here to hear you guys' congratulations. Or, well, to see you guys congratulating her. Okay. Let me put this. Yeah, these gotta come off this. You're welcome. You're welcome. This bumping heads energy just stopped me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm hot. I'm hot. My AC is out, but I'm well. We switching up the way that we do things over here for my people who are just joining. I am going to be moving away from doing all the free yes or no's. I'm still gonna do some, but I'm gonna be transitioning more to paid readings. Thank you so much. That's how spirit is leading me. Okay. Let's see. Where's my mouse? All right. So we got Jen, Alicia. I'm also very curious. I was thinking about doing a kind of like a learn astrology with me. I know some astrology, but I'm not like if the astrology people know, there's always more to learn. I got Denma, Sneha, I got you too. Oh, Michael, Nini. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Like going down the rabbit hole with me on some of the astrology, like learning the astrology? I've been trying to think of like what kind of content I should post here. I feel like I really enjoy the collective readings um, that I do, but I do those mostly on YouTube because I can go very in depth. So if you want to purchase mostly on YouTube because I can go very in depth. So if you want to purchase a reading with me, you can go to the link in my bio. That will have the options for what kind of readings you can get. I'm also a medium, so you can book if you book a call with me. That will be serve as a mediumship reading too if you would like to do that. My YouTube channel is also linked in my bio, but it's the same name as here. It's Channeled Wellness 333. Yeah. And I post collective readings over there. I do like doing the collective readings over there because I can kind of like linger in the energy and make them longer. Those, I like that. The collectives over there feel like we're going on a journey together. That's how they feel to me, energy wise. I really enjoy those. Okay. And you asked how long have I been reading? Well, I've been gifted all my life. I've always seen spirits. I feel like I've been reading energy a lot longer than I realized that that's what I was doing. But yeah, you guys can see that kind of. I moved my tripod to the other side, so oh, turn the light off. Let me flip this camera. But yeah, as far as reading tarot cards, I've been reading tarot for about 2 years now. I think it's been 2 years. Where do I flip? Oh no, not that mirror. Here we go. Can I click it? Okay, there we go. I might have to move this tripod back to its original location. Oh, it's a little bouncy. Sorry, guys. Hold on, I'm caught. The bottom of my tripod is caught on something. Hey, yes, I'm doing questions. I'm only taking one list today. I have 3 more spots. And hopefully you guys can see that without the light reflecting on it too much. All right, let's see. I saw somebody else drop their name. Dell, I got you. I have 2 more spots. If anybody else wants to get on the list, drop your name only in the chat. Okay. Jada, yeah, I got you, Jada. Dell, Jada. Okay. I got her. Thank you, Nini. Okay. Mm, okay. So let's get going with this list. Jen, you can go ahead and drop your question, dear. I think what I may do is still like keep the list, but charge to get on it, like a couple of dollars. It's just about the energy expenditure. It's it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so off center. I really. This is not. Hold on. All right. Jen said this guy was seen about 8 years ago, and I want to know me and him should get back together if you don't. Okay. It's okay. You're fine. The train. That's very conspicuous timing for the train, I feel like. For the train to show up. The Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. I feel like you're manifesting this. You're manifesting this. Now, should you is going to be a different question, right? But you are manifesting this. I feel like this is, yeah. And then the Chariot is here at the bottom of the deck. The train coming in and blowing its horn at exactly that moment really gives me that this thing is kind of already set in motion. And the cards confirm it. I almost feel like I want to say that you don't have a choice in the matter, but let's confirm it. I'm going to have to get me some more water. Does she have a choice in the matter, Spirit? The Four of Swords is in reverse. The Eight of Cups. Did he leave you? I feel like he left you, but it wasn't on bad terms. Yeah, the Empress. It wasn't on bad terms. You didn't do anything. Y'all paths just separated. Hey Shanice, how you doing? Yeah. You don't have to put, your whole business in the comments, but the Empress is here. The King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like he always valued you. Yeah, yeah. So I don't think there's anything, like, it's not giving me any red flags. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh no, don't. I feel like it's kind of inevitable, honestly, is what it's giving. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, I can't make it up. Fate is at play here. There's something destined about this. Is it going to be a long lasting connection for her? The Queen of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. It's going to be very emotional. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You weren't ready at the time. Yeah. This is going to be a very emotional reunion for you. It's going to give you all the feels, you know? The Wheel of Fortune, it came out this time, you know? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, Jen. I feel like just get ready. Just get ready. Just prepare yourself for the ride. I don't feel like it's going to be a bad ride. Okay. They're not really speaking to me about how long it's going to last. Okay. But yeah, Spirit saying get ready. Okay. I feel like this is good. The energy feels very calm and warm and it's very even. You know what I mean? It don't feel like, yeah. Shanice, no, I am not going to open another list after this one, but I can add you because I do have one more spot on my list. So I'll add you. You're welcome, sweetheart. I was telling my folks, for the people who are just tuning in, I am posting these lives on TikTok. On TikTok, on YouTube. So you can go there and watch the playback if you need to. If you got a reading from me during the month of July and you want to go back and look at it, the playbacks are on my YouTube. Spirit is moving me away from doing so many free readings into doing more paid readings. I may still take up a list and just do like Cash App a few dollars and to get on the list, something like that. Hey Mel, but yeah, I'm gonna be leaning more into the space of doing collective readings and doing paid private readings. Okay. All right. Hey Charmaine, how you doing? All righty. Up next we have Alicia. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Let me get some water, y'all. Cause down. The air just got very warm. Yes, is this serious? It is literally this serious. If y'all ever been to New Orleans in July, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's hot. It's super hot. It might be like 4 degrees cooler in my house than it is outside right now. Oh Lord. I tell you what, I'm grateful for technology because I don't know how these people back in the days did it without the heating and the cooling. Oh my goodness. There's no way. I wouldn't be living in New Orleans this time of year. No indeed. Alicia, are you here, darling? I'm waiting to see your question. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up in a little while and get more ice because my ice is melting. Last call for Alicia. Yeah. I still give everybody fair chance to answer just because sometimes it takes a minute to type, you know? Okay. We're going to move on. Denma. I hope I said it right. Is it Denma or Denma? Does it say, well, Izu reach out to me soon and will he ask me out again? It's Denma? Okay. I'm glad I said it right. Girl, because I'll be on the struggle bus sometimes with the names. Some things click and some things just don't. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, I do feel like this person is going to reach out, but I'm going to be honest, this is a lot of page energy for someone who's making such large promises. This person's not very mature. Okay? They could be very friendly, you know. I even feel like with the Page of Pentacles, this is having information, this is being a student. So I feel like this is someone who is very they may present themselves well because they're constantly learning, but this person is not at a point where they're ready to give the it's backwards for me, my fault. The Ten of Pentacles, okay, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. It's like they want to offer you happiness, but they don't know how to give that to themselves yet. That's problematic. It's problematic. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. It's gonna result in some pain. I mean, I'm just gonna be straightforward with you. If you're gonna go into this situation, I feel like go into it with your eyes wide open. Understand that, this person can't really give you what they're offering. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think, yeah, death is here. I don't feel like it's necessarily that this person doesn't want to give you things to make you happy, right? They want to give you this sense of emotional fulfillment. They do, but they're just not capable of doing so. You know, emotional maturity is something that is learned. It's not something that we come right out of the gate with. Yeah. Hmm. There could have been issues in childhood. It's something that I'm getting as well. Okay, the Three of Swords here. Yeah. This person is they're carrying emotions that they don't necessarily know how to deal with. Yeah, you're gonna reach out. Yeah, for sure. The pages are messengers. They go out ahead of the knights. If you know about the court cards, the royal court pages are the messengers of the tarot. So definitely, he's gonna reach out. He's dealing with an eye issue. Mm. Is it an eye issue or is it an issue of perception? Because okay. And this is why they had me grab this book, Metaphysical Anatomy. Okay. A lot of times the things that ail us physically are rooted in, well, not a lot of times, always, it's rooted in your spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So when people have issues with the eyes, it's also issues of perception. Oh, okay. It didn't take my puzzle piece. It wasn't exact enough. Yeah, my puzzle piece. It wasn't exact enough. Yeah, yeah. I feel like you're good because you see that, right? So just be mindful of what you're getting yourself into with this person. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on. Actually, I need to close your energy. What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. And that is for you as well as the reading I did previous, Jen. I return your energy to you as well. All right. Sneha, you can go ahead and drop your question. Was my morning dream a sign that Melvin energy is shifting towards us reconciling? You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate you guys showing up and your presence here. I am, after the list, we're going to get into some of the astrology for this month coming up. So if that's something you guys are interested in, please stick around. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Okay. Tell me more. The Five of Swords is in reverse. The Two of Swords is in reverse. And the Knight of Wands is also in reverse. And you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm working off of a list, darling. I see your question, but I am working off of a list. Okay. I feel like this dream gave you some sort of direct connection. It's like a direct connection. I feel like nobody can tell you anymore the way that the energy is or isn't moving. I feel like whatever, yeah, there could have been other people in like that were causing a blockage. They were now I'm hearing that song from One Republic, Stop and Stare. Stop and stare. I think I'm moving, but I go nowhere. I feel like these people, whoever this was that was causing this blockage, they were trying to get you to like stop, like just stay here, right? Because the Two of Swords can be a blockage, but it's also a crossroads, right? And when you come to a crossroad, what do? You stop and you look and you try and figure out, okay, which way is next. Let me see. I knocked this card down. Yeah, the Ace of Wands coming out. And then the Magician is at the bottom of the deck now. Yeah, whatever this blockage was, this person, this energy, whatever this was that was blocking the connection, now there's a more direct connection. I do feel like you're manifesting this. Yeah, the High Priestess is here too, and Temperance. Okay. You're manifesting this connection, and I feel like now there's a direct link between your energies. Yeah. I feel like that's significant to that dream too. I don't know what your dream was or how it went, you know. But I feel like the link is significant. Okay. Your energies are connected for sure. I feel like you're manifesting the reconciliation. Hmm. Yeah. Are they gonna reconcile, spirit? Let's see if it's gonna play all the way out. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Don't talk about what you're afraid of. Okay? Don't speak about what you're afraid of. Yeah. Yeah, they can be. Dreams are a lot of things. They can be memories, they can be predictions of the future of this timeline, they can be other timelines, they can be other dimensions, you know. Yeah. Sneha, the reason that I'm saying don't talk about what you're afraid of is because you are manifesting at this time. So if you talk about your fears will find you. Okay? So don't focus on that. Focus on what it is that you want to manifest. You have to be careful about the way you're speaking at this time. Okay? Yeah. That's what I got. Yeah. I feel like as long as you don't speak about your fears, yeah, as long as you're doing that, this will come together the way that you want it to. You're welcome. Okay. Sneha, spirit is saying that it's gonna be tested. Okay. Somebody may do something that really irks you, gets on your nerves, they're gonna do something to pull you out of character. It will be tested. Really irks you, gets on your nerves, they're gonna do something to pull you out of character. It will be tested. I feel like that's your ability to like maintain your control of yourself, your sovereignty. Yeah. Just make sure you remain calm, okay? It's already happening. Well, now you know, then that's the confirmation that you needed. That's a test. So when you go through these things, and this is for everybody, when you go through these periods of like when you're manifesting and people start treating you crazy or something comes up that really like irks you, you don't want to speak on it. You want to maintain your neutrality because when you speak in that anger or when you speak, it can be anger, but not necessarily just anger, right? If you let somebody make you super sad, if you let somebody make you angry, right, you're putting yourself in that vibration and you're going to manifest more of that. Because when we ask for these manifestations, right, it's you get into this place where your energy becomes strong and you're manifesting, you know. Does that make sense? I lost the words in the middle of what I was saying. I feel like whoever was supposed to catch it caught it. Okay, I got you, Jen. I got you. I got you. I'll check it when I get off. Okay. That's it. That's it. They're saying that's it, Sneha. Okay. Uh what is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. Okay. Michael, you can drop your question. And the we have the Lionsgate portal coming up, guys. The Lionsgate portal is a very powerful time for manifestation. You're welcome. So I do want to take a look at that and see what the astrology is going to be like on that day. So that's part of what we're going to be looking into. I need to update my calendar for August. And it's the first of the month. So if you haven't done your cleaning around your home, your energetic fresh up, you need to do that. Make sure you do that. Go work with some cinnamon, blow some cinnamon in your door, clean your thresholds. Okay, do that. That's very important. All right, from Michael, is it a sign for me to look off from Imani and look onto Colin, or the reverse? Mm. Well, one of them is a knight and one of them is a page. I hope this makes sense. One of them is a knight and one of them is a page. Let me tell you what this looks like, right? You know what you want here with the Nine of Cups. You know what it is that you truly want. You know what it is that you desire, the outcome that you desire here. Okay? The Knight of Pentacles, this person is kind of slow moving. They're slow, they're steady, but they're dependable. Okay. They may not move as fast as you want them to move, but they're very dependable. They're very dedicated. All right. This is somebody who plants seeds and takes the time to nurture the seeds that they plant. This is someone who will see things through to the finish. Okay. This Page of Cups, all right, is a little less mature. This person is, they can appear very romantic, but they're childish. They're childish. Oh, hold on, guys. Somebody just texted me something from the I Am app. Hold on, because actually I need to switch phones. Y'all bear with me one moment. Michael, don't go anywhere because I'm going to finish you. But hold on. Let me see. I could do it here. And then I want to read you whatever. I couldn't see because she sent a screenshot. Oh, this is the wrong code for this phone. She sent a screenshot from the I Am app, and I feel like it's relevant to your message for it to be coming through right at this exact moment. So just hang tight. Let me switch phones, and then I'll tell you what it was. Hmm. Okay. Let me switch. I need to. Oh, I should have did that before I got on here. Hold on, guys. And then. I'm trying to see how to remove this board. Y'all, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to do this stuff, y'all. Mm. Oh, maybe I found it. Yeah, I found it. Let's remove this. Okay, there we go. All right, hold on. And Michael, after your reading, I'm gonna have to get some ice because who child, it's getting warm. It's getting hot in here. I guess y'all can see this board. Let's move it over. Maybe that'll be nope. That's even more light. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see it enough. All right, Michael, let's see what this text says. And I need to plug this phone up. Oh, nope. It says, in August, I trust the timing of my life. I'm becoming exactly who I'm meant to be. I attract love, peace, and opportunities with ease. My energy is clear, my heart is open, and I am ready. Everything I've been waiting for is already on its way to me. So I feel like this is the importance of affirmations, Michael. You, you're confused because you barely know mine. You barely know Imani very well. Wow, feel the same for Kalan, unlike before. Mm, you barely know Imani. Let me see. Hold on. You don't feel the same for Kalan like you did before. Mm, okay. Spirit, can you tell me, can you show me Imani and Kalan's energy? Imani, the Page of Swords. Kalan, strength. Mm. Kalan's coming out as strength. Imani is coming out as the Page of Swords. Imani is showing up. I feel like Imani is the king of, the Knight of Pentacles. This person is watching you. They're watching you. They're waiting. I don't know why the comments are not showing here. It's so weird. I can see that you commented, but I can't see the actual comments. Okay. Mm. I guess I gotta look at it like that. Okay. Um, yeah, probably a setting that I messed up something. But anyway, yeah. Knight of Pentacles, they're the Page of Swords. So they're watching you, they're communicating with you. They are very dedicated. I feel like this person is not fully matured, but they are getting there. They're working on it. I do feel like that. Now with strength, this is giving me very heavy Leo vibes for Kalan. I feel like Kalan is the Page of Cups in this situation. So more immature than the other person, but also very boisterous about it. Like this person it may have a very like over the top personality. They're the sun, right? Because the strength is Leo, it's the sun. Their personality is more like in your face, like poof. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, I'm speaking from my experience now with Leos, is that a lot of times their outward expression it's a form of like showing you this to take your eyes off of that. You know what I mean? So I could see why that is, it's performative. Let me put it like that. It's performative. Yeah. The Hierophant is here. Mm. Spirit is leading you, Michael. The Hermit and the Nine of Swords. Spirit's leading you to face your fears, okay? There's something that you're afraid of when it comes to this, okay? These dynamics. I don't know exactly what this is. I really feel like you need a full reading, Michael, okay? But Spirit wants you to face your fears in this situation. Both of these people have pros and cons. There's good and bad about both of them, you know. I feel like this is really an exercise in trusting yourself, learning to trust yourself. That could be the fear. The fear is like this fear of making the wrong decision, you know. But spirit is really leading you to trust yourself on this, to go inside. And the hermit speaks about your inner wisdom, right? Because your soul already knows the way. Yeah. So go internal, check in with yourself. I feel like spirit with the Hierophant here, spirit is guiding you, you know. It's a matter of what you want. You as long as you are clear on what it is that you want to achieve in a relationship, what it is that you want to see, how you want, what do you want that relationship to look like. As long as you're clear on these things, then I feel like making the decision on who fits that role and who does not fit that role should be easier. Okay. And I will say this as well, feelings are fleeting. Okay. So you go based off of your feelings, right? Like you take your feelings into consideration, but also when you're building a long lasting relationship, you have to understand that your feelings are not always going to be the same for that person. And that's the reason why it's really important to kind of vet people before you bring them into that position in your life. You know what I mean? Because if you do a long term thing with someone, if you get married to someone or cohabitate or whatever, however it goes, if this person is having this significant role in your life, they need to be somebody that you can deal with, even if the feelings are not there, right? Because feelings are not always going to be, you're not always going to be, in love with someone. You're not always going to be angry with someone. You're not always going to be, any of these things, because feelings come and go, right? So that's not entirely what the relationship should be based off of. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I feel like it's kind of clicking. I don't feel like it's okay. It's hitting. Okay. You're confused. I feel like sit with it. Okay. Sit with it. Sit with what I said. Think about, these people and how they fit into the roles. And ultimately, it may come to be that it's neither one of them, right? And if that's what happens, then that's fine. Yeah, yeah, sit with it. And if you, Michael, if you do want to get into a deeper reading, okay, book with me, but sit with the information first and see how it lands. I feel like you need to give it time to really integrate, okay? After that integration period, if you still feel confused, book a reading with me, all right? What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. Okay. All right, Nene, you can drop your question. Actually, Nene, you could drop your question, but I'm going to go grab some ice really quick. Okay. Give me one moment. Let me leave this here so y'all don't hear all the sounds. You're welcome, sweetheart. Kayla, you put the clothes in the dryer? Kayla. feel like we need some music. Let's see. Y'all, I'm adjusting that fan. I don't know if you guys, yeah, it's no problem, Michael. I appreciate you showing up to support me. I don't know if you guys are just joining, but my AC is out and it's very hot. It's very, very hot. So let me see. I gotta get some music. Okay, so Nene, I haven't read your question yet, but music is gonna be really important for you, darling. I feel like you could be using music to manifest with at this time, or either you may be getting messages through music. Okay, let me grab a little something, something. Oh, I'll turn the volume down. Oh, how can I do this? Mute it. No, mute it. There we go. You love music? Yeah. This is just a little vibe. It's nothing major. Because I don't want to get distracted. Okay. Let me go back to your question. Okay. I see where we at with things. Let me see. I wonder I wonder why I can't pin it. I have the mute and block option. I don't know what is going on with this thing. Okay. Anyway, you want to know about what's going on with Cody? Oh, this fan is not blowing hard enough. Hold on. Come closer. I feel like I need water on my forehead. He tries to find another girl, but it's not working because they aren't me. Yeah. That's what happens, right? That's what happens when you deal with somebody that's irreplaceable. Okay, period. Period. Yeah, you're one of one. Strength. Strength. The two of cups. Yeah. This really, I keep telling you that this relationship ain't going. This man ain't going nowhere, Nene. Girl, we done talked about this and talked about it and talked about it. Okay, strength in the two of cups. This man is going nowhere, nowhere whatsoever. Even if he thinks he's going somewhere, he ain't going nowhere. He can't. Y'all connection is so strong. Yeah, you're right about the options. They don't compare. I know. I was like in my head. It's all good. I mean, I feel like he could be exploring some options. I mean, I feel like you're right on point. Every time that me and you talk, it's like your discernment is exactly on point. I feel like you already know exactly what's going on. Yeah. Now I'm hearing that song, I can't get no satisfaction. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it is. He could be exploring some options. I feel like if he's exploring options, it's just because you've told him that, you don't want to be bothered. But ultimately, yeah, fate is going to keep bringing y'all back together. I can't make it up. This man ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at y'all situation. It's just so ironic. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. What's his current energy? How is he showing up? The Six of Wands. Mm. Clarify the Six of Wands. Girl, I'm done. I am done. Do you hear me? He ain't got no choice but to reach out, baby. He ain't got no choice but to reach out because this man is not going nowhere. The way that his energy is presenting is that everybody can see that he is in love. Real bad. Real bad. Yeah, these are good cards. It's just the message just keeps getting emphasized over and over again. I really feel like this man love you. He's in love with you. Everybody knows that he's in love with you, and fate is gonna keep like bringing you guys back together. Yeah, yeah, Nene. Nothing new to report. Hi, Kinga. Do you feel like you're a master at manifestation? Do your manifestations come true when you manifest them? He needs to act like it then. Yes, exactly. Then you are. So why are you questioning if you are? Shouldn't be a question. If you're manifesting, you need to know that you're solid in your manifestations. Because the more sure you are of yourself, the more these manifestations will come through more quickly and more like how you want it. I mean, always be open to better, but absolutely. But I feel like his mind is already there. So it's really just a matter of you, meaning, and what you want to manifest because he's already there. I feel like he's there. He's waiting for you to be receptive towards him. Sometimes spirit or the universe wants us to manifest better things. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. That is. But that's why when you manifest, you have to remain open to, like this is what I want, spirit. But at the same time, if you have something better for me, or if this is not right for me, then don't give it to me. And you have to trust that and really know that it's okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm fully aware of a lot, especially him. He needs to open up. I feel like this is a conversation that you have to have with him. Hmm. Mm, I see. I see. I'm gonna be honest, Nene. This is giving very twin flame. It's very twin flame. It's giving that type of energy. So I don't know, dear. Good luck with that. Cause me and my twin, the journey has been crazy. I do have these conversations. It goes in one ear and out the other, so I don't bother. Speak to his soul. Speak to his soul. You've been told that every time you get a reading about him. Yeah. You gotta speak to his soul. His soul knows. Okay. That's the part. Everybody be talking about twins like, oh, my twin flame, my twin flame. But twin flame journey is not easy at all. It's very stressful. It really is. But the point of the twin flame journey, what I've come to learn, is that the point of the twin flame journey is for both of you to grow and ascend, and growth does not happen where we're comfortable. So even though there's all of these dynamics going on, it's still ultimately it's about your spiritual ascension. It's about gaining this higher level of understanding for the both of you. It feels like you're a hamster on a spinning wheel. No, for real. For real. I don't know. Somebody's comments just got filtered. I don't know who it was, but you might have to send it in a different way. Let's Nini, what is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. All right. Del, you're next. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome, sweetheart. Anytime. I appreciate you being here. You always show up and show out with the taps and the gifts and the FYP and all of that. And I'm so grateful. Okay, for Del, is my boyfriend losing interest in our relationship? Mm. This is for Del Spirit. Okay. Do I need to cleanse these cards? Yeah. Hold on, Del. Oh. It feels like things are getting out of hand. You need to cleanse your energy, Del. Things are getting out of hand. You could be like dropping things. Yeah. That's this energy. It's very fumbly. Yeah, you need a cleanse. It's the first of the month, babe. Take a spiritual bath. Yeah, the moon and the 10 of Pentacles. You need a cleanse, babe. The 10 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I don't think it's so much that he's losing interest. There's other energy dynamics going on here. Spirit just said go deep. And that's what we're going to have to do. You're going to have to go deep with the moon being here, okay? There's things that you don't see that's happening behind the scenes. Oh, child, this moon card want to stay on the table. I got you, moon. We ain't forgot about you. Let's go deeper. Another layer. There's layers to whatever's happening between you guys. What's going on, Spirit? The Eight of Cups is here in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Someone's hanging around because it feels like both of you are hanging on to he's been ignoring you lately. Yeah, but y'all are hanging on to the relationship because I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. It's this energy of knowing that you guys are better off together than separate. Okay? What else is going on, Spirit? Why is he ignoring her? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Fool. Okay, so what's happening here? It's the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Swords with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. What's happening here is that he's giving you an opportunity to learn your self-worth. Let me turn this down. And see, this is what I'm feeling like. Like, even like right now, the music is too loud. It's too noisy. There's too much going on. There's a lot of, I don't know if this is other people in your relationship, other energy. You need to cleanse. You need to cleanse your home. Okay. I feel like if there's clutter in your home, you need to declutter. There's other energies that are hanging around that need to be moved out. They need to be moved out. It's too much going on. It's too noisy. Okay. But this is an opportunity for you to learn your self-worth. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to learn what you're capable of. Okay, you are the one, spirit's telling me that you are the one in the relationship, and this is not fair to put on you, spirit. This is wrong. You're more tapped in than he is to the spiritual, and you are the one who is responsible for maintaining the energetic balance in your relationship. And this is wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is wrong. That's not right for you to have to do that. But there's something, it's like this. How can I explain this? The energy is being expressed through him. He's being used as like a mechanism of it. It's just like when we say that, like, energies wear people like meat suits, right? And like that energy of anger will pop up, and it's the energy that you're dealing with. It's not the actual person, it's that energy. It's the same thing here. The energy is being expressed through him, but these are energies around you that you need to deal with. Yeah, you need cleansing, babe. Real, real bad. Del, are you understanding? Is this tracking with what you're experiencing? Are you understanding what I'm saying to you? I'm not, I don't have a clear feel on if you understand what I'm saying. I need you to respond to me. Yeah, yeah. It's because you're more tapped in than he is. What's the nature of the relation? Like, what's the status of the relationship? You guys are better off together, I feel like. Yeah, the star. I'm telling you, you guys are better off together, but you have a deeper connection to the spirit world. You have to start to see these energies for what they are. Yeah. I feel like your problem is not really with him, it's with these energies. You could be a medium. You could be a medium. Because I feel like you're facing heavy opposition. These energies are showing up, and see, that's what I'm saying. This is an opportunity for you to learn what you're worth, what you're made of, because these energies are showing up to get you so caught up in the 3D of things, like the, oh, is he losing interest, oh, is it this, is it that, to keep your attention off the fact that these energies are attacking you because of what you're capable of. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like spirit is using this as a lesson for you to learn for yourself what you're capable of. Okay? If you don't know how to do these cleansings, please, we can do a consultation. You can reach out to me, DM me, and I can give you some guidance on how to do these. But I would definitely start with a spiritual bath. Okay, and cleanse your home. Cleanse your home. All right. What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad I could assist. That's like the cleansing is so important, Del. You need to do that today. Like, don't wait. Don't wait until tomorrow. Do it today. Like right now. You need to do some cleansing. Okay? All right. Lisa, we are going to, for my people who are still hanging out with me, we are going to be getting into some of the astrology for the month of August when I finish with this list. So if you guys are interested in that, y'all can hang out for that part. How is my love life coming up? Is Andrew the one or someone else is coming? Andrew is good for you, but I feel like spirit wants you to let go of this concept of the one. the one that's not serving you. No, the list is not open. Also, for everybody, if you did get a reading with me over the month of July, I have posted those live sessions to my YouTube page. You can go there and watch the replays if you would like. We also did some collectives. Those replays are over there. The link is in my bio for that. Okay. This concept of the one, Lisa, is, yeah, the Page of Cups coming out sideways. It's not serving you. It's and this is gonna sound a little harsh, but this is an immature way of looking at the energy. Okay. It's good for us because we romanticize, we fantasize, we, you know, it's this idea of magic, right? Finding the one is such a magical thing, right? It's this concept, but that's not really how the energy works. And so that's what I mean when I say it's an immature way of looking at things. It's just that you haven't, yeah, you keep having to see different people. The King of Swords, this is why your discernment is being refined at this time, because there is no one, right? There are people, and people have qualities, and there is alignment, right? But you have to be able to discern what is in alignment with you and what is not. But there's no necessarily just one person that's going to be in alignment with you. I feel like there's multiple, really anybody that you deal with at that time is in alignment with you, even if you're losing trust. And that's what I'm saying. Even if you're in a position of dealing, like, let's say, okay, sweetheart, like, let's say you are, and I'm not saying this is your situation, I'm just giving this as an example, but let's say you are a person who's dealing with someone who's cheating on you, right? You are in alignment to that energy, right? And if you want to experience a different outcome, you have to align yourself with a different energy. No matter who it is that you're dealing with, you're in alignment with that energy in some way, because if you were not, they would not be a part of your life, right? So this energy of you losing trust, you're aligning yourself with that energy at this time, right? Because we all know relationships are built on what? Trust. So if you're going to have a relationship, if you're going to move forward, you're going to have to trust somebody. You know, there has to be some level of that in order for you to move forward. Okay, Laquita. Men do cheat a lot. They do. I agree, but that's not all men. I've been burned too, a lot, and I don't mean like burned like with the STD, but like, yeah, I've had my fair share of crappy men, you know, and that's why I'm speaking really from a place of experience. But when you align with these energies, that's why it's so important to have this level of discernment. And that's what Spirit is working with you on, Lisa, is refining your discernment, right? You have to pay attention to the energy. What type of energy is this man in? Is this a man who is trustworthy? You prefer to keep who you had? I understand that. I understand that too. Mm. We have to remember that our experience, well, that's what I'm saying, Lisa. You, Spirit is helping you learn these things for yourself. So, what is the signal of being trustworthy? What does that trustworthiness feel like? What does that energy look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? You know, the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. I feel like when you find that signal of trustworthiness, okay, that's when you're safe to move forward. But you have to learn, you have to define this for yourself. Spirit's not telling me to give you the answer to this. This is something that you have to learn for yourself. Okay? And the reason being is because your discernment is being refined at this time. I hope that makes sense, Lisa. I feel like you kind of get it. You don't know. Yeah. You don't know what? You don't know what trustworthiness feels like? And if that's true, that's okay. A lot of us don't, right? A lot of us don't know what trustworthiness feels like. Yeah, because you've been through situations where people have betrayed your trust. So what you do know is what trustworthiness does not feel like, right? You know what it feels like when people are not trustworthy. Start there. Start there. Figure out where the root is of you like losing your trust. This is shadow work, Lisa. Okay. Because you losing your trust, that didn't start in this moment. You have to go back to the place where it started and figure out, because you do, right? Let's bring another perspective into it. You do have people that you trust in your life, right? Maybe not in the romantic space, but you have other examples of trustworthiness. You can take those examples and apply it to the romantic space. You see what I'm saying? It's really about like learning, like feeling out the energy. Learning. I feel like spirit wants you to be precise. Okay, you got it. I felt like you got it. All right. Ashe. And so it is. All right, I return your energy to you. What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. All right. I thought we did Michael already. You want to do Michael? You on my list twice. I don't know how I did that. Okay, Dell. Did we do Dell already too? I swear I did. We did, and Dell too, unless there's two. No, there's not two. How did that happen? Okay, there's something about the energy of redundancy for somebody. I don't know how I did that, y'all. Jada, thank you, Chucky. Appreciate you. Is Malik your twin flame? That's quite the question. Let's see. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Is Malik Jada's twin flame? The high priestess. Does it feel like absolute torture being with us? No, I'm just joking. Twin flame connection is, yeah, exactly. The Five of Cups is here, the Hermit and the Emperor. The twin flame connection is not pleasant. It's not. It's not. The twin flame connection is having extremely deep feelings for someone and not being able to fully express that. Yeah. Yeah. With the Emperor here, the Five of Cups, and the Hermit, I feel like this person left you by yourself. I really feel like with the High Priestess here that you already know, okay? You already know. This is the answer to your question. The answer is that you already know, okay? On a very deep intuitive level, you already know. All right. This person disappointed you in some way. I feel like this is the head butting energy. There's power dynamics going on between you guys here, okay? Because you are very like focused on yourself. You know who you are. You're trying to um I feel like fully express yourself, the parts of yourself that are on the inside. You're in this energy of like expressing that through the outside. This person's still putting on a show, right? And it's disappointing because that energy is not aligned. It's not aligned at this time. It is aligned. And I'm sure you're seeing the signs of that, right? Because with a twin, you're gonna see this person's name everywhere. You're gonna see their birthday everywhere. You're gonna, there's constantly signs of this person around you. They're constantly on your mind. You're constantly thinking of them because they're constantly thinking of you. And it's the whole freaking deal. Yeah. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands, yeah, see, there's a lot going on here. The Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Your ancestors are working with you both. You could even be experiencing this person's ancestors. So something that I've noticed in my journey is that and I'm a medium, so I'm very connected with the ancestors in that way, and I do see spirits and all of that. But something that I noticed on my own journey is that this person's ancestors will show up to me a lot, especially because of the fact of this person not fully embracing their own spiritual gifts. Their ancestors show up to me a lot with messages for them. You feel literally linked to this person, and my universe is linked to his. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's just like Nini was describing being a hamster in a hamster wheel. Like, I'm not doing another list, Perm. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing another list. Carter, if you would like to purchase a reading with me, the link is in bio, okay? I'll be glad to help you, but you do have to purchase the reading. I'm not doing any more free reads today. I am going to get into the astrology of the month of August though soon. So if y'all want to hang out for that, please feel free. Okay. Back to Jada. The energy is crazy. It really is. It's absolute positive insanity. It's like it's you don't know whether you're coming or going here. Like, you don't know if you're standing still, you don't know if you're moving forward, you don't know your up from down when you're in this energy, right? And it's because there's such an outpouring of energy. There's such a it's too much to even like really sort through. And so what I have found, oh, didn't mean to hit the mic. What I have found, what's helped me is to really go inside myself, to be in my own energy. You can do some energy shielding. I don't know if that's something that you're familiar with, but if you're not doing energy shielding, do some energy shielding. That will help. But there's only so much that it can help because the twin flame thing is the twin flame thing, and all of that is a part of it. But ultimately the goal of the twin flame journey is for you to elevate. It's for both of you to elevate. your spiritual understanding. It's about spiritual awakening. You guys are catalysts for each other. So that's really what it's about. So just go deeper within. That's the best advice I can give. you know Leaving him in the past. I separated from my twin flame. I separated from my twin flame. And I feel like it's the connection that even though we're separated, it'll never really be over. It just won't. Just That's just what it is. You know what I mean? The energy is still there, but it's not it's not as intense. I feel like when you're feeding into the person in your physical world, it makes the spiritual stuff way more intense. When you separate your energy, that makes it less intense, but it's definitely, the connection is still there. I don't think that's something that ever goes away. Yeah, it's no problem. I'm glad I could help. It definitely feeds because I see him all the time. We had two. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, and that makes it difficult. That makes it difficult. You need to practice energy shielding. I have a video pinned to the top of my page here on TikTok. It's called Energy Shielding 101. Go and check that out. That will help you if you haven't been doing that already. All right. What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. This is for everyone. The reason that energy shielding is so important, especially when you have like a high level of connection with someone spiritually, is to maintain your sovereignty. It helps, like, when you're shielding your energy, it creates a boundary between your energy and these outside energies, and that helps you to know what is your stuff versus what is theirs. My YouTube is the same as it is here. It's Channeled Wellness 333. The link to it is in my bio. Okay. And I will be, when I get off, I'm going to repost this. So if you need to come back and rewatch it, I'm going to post it over there on YouTube. All right. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Real recognize real. That's all that is. I'm here because I'm answering the call. Spirit told me I don't deal with people in real life, y'all. I don't have friends. I really keep to myself for real. Spirit called me to be here because I would never be doing something like this. This is not this is not me. I'm here because Spirit told me to be here. And Spirit told me to keep showing up because there's people who need the clarity that I have to offer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing up, you know. That's it. That's all this is about. Me showing up to help, to assist other people. Yeah. All right. Shanice, it's your turn. You can drop your questions. Should I expect Isma to get back with me when he said he will text and call me if he sets out himself? What do you mean if he sets out himself? I'm not sure I understand the question fully. And I feel like that's the energy, like that's reflective of this energy between you and him. You have to get clarity. You have to get clarity. You gotta get some, yeah. You gotta get some understanding. I feel like there's some type of misunderstanding or something. I feel like there's nothing wrong with asking for clarity. Like if he gets released with whatever he's going through, Mm, okay. The spirits want to speak to you, Shanice. You have crossed over people reaching out. I don't know if y'all could hear my computer or not, but that's how the spirits. I don't know what it is. They like to mess with my technology and make it make noises. You've had misunderstandings, but you still talk, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's this need to get clarity. I feel like you need to ask more questions, get a deeper understanding and sense of I don't know, of where you guys are going. What does this connection actually mean? Like, what, like, there's a need to ask the hard questions when it comes to this, okay? If he gets released with whatever he's going through. So, you want to know if you can expect him to get back with you. Is he coming back, Spirit? The King of Wands, the Eight of Cups. No. There's something here about him taking a different path. It's like he has things that he needs to learn for himself. Okay, there's mm, he's on the path of growth, and I feel like, oh, I'm getting hot, y'all. I'm getting overheated. Mm. Let me eat a piece of ice. Maybe that'll help. Um, what am I saying? What I'm saying is that he's on a path of growth. He's learning something about himself here. He is a leader in some form or sense. I don't know who's following. What is this? Who's he leading? The Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. No, this is the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Mm, the Chariot. I feel like he's leading himself right off of a cliff. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. And it's not so much that I don't know how to explain this energy. Spirit, give me the words. Okay, when I say leading off of a cliff, he's he's leading himself. It's like what he sees as being this Ace of Pentacles. It's not really an Ace of Pentacles. It's not, things are not what they seem, right? He's offering this Knight of Cups to this Ace of Pentacles. But there is energy in the background that's at play here, and he is not understanding that. And because of that, it's like he's leading himself into a tower moment. Okay, this is the off the cliff, right? That's a tower moment. That's this moment where things kind of blow up. But it's for his benefit because he learned something here. Okay? He learned something. Let me see. Going back to your question. Should you expect him to get back with you? Yeah, see, I don't feel like that's the focus for him right now. I don't feel like that's the focus for him right now. I feel like the focus for him at this time is whatever this lesson is that he learns. It's like he goes off a cliff, but then he finds a new road. Yeah. Well, I think he's writing checks that. I want to say a saying that we say out here, and this is just being honest, and it might be a little harsh, but he's writing checks that his ass can't cash, okay? Because it doesn't matter what he's saying. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't matter what he's saying. That's not the right way to say that. How can we reframe this, Spirit? What Spirit says, what Spirit wants is going to trump what he wants in this situation. Okay? The energy. He's promising these things because he cannot see the real things that are going on in the background. He doesn't see the energy that's at play here. He's making promises that he cannot keep. Okay? That's why I say, like, he's leading himself off a cliff. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. I can't make it up. The Eight of Cups came out again. Yeah. This is not him coming towards you. This is him going on a totally different journey. He's learning something here. And I don't feel like this really has anything to do with you. I think it's just the energy. It's just like this is what's being called for at this time. Yeah. The Sun, the Nine of Wands, Death, and the King of Swords. Yeah. Spirit, he thinks he knows something here, but Spirit is going to make a believer out of him. He's always choosing himself. There's nothing wrong necessarily with choosing yourself, right? I do want to say that. Choosing yourself is not necessarily a wrong thing, but you choose yourself at what expense? Like, just because you choose yourself doesn't mean that you have to alienate all the people around you. You know what I mean? I don't know what this is, this energy, but I'm telling you, like, whatever he thinks he knows, he doesn't really know. He doesn't really understand the way that energy works, I feel like. And Spirit is about to make a believer out of him. Okay? Spirit finna take him through that. Take him through that. Take him through that. Honestly, if I was you, Shanice, I would get out of Dodge, because whatever, yeah, he finna be going through it. I don't know what he done did, but he finna be going through it, because Spirit said they're gonna make a believer out of him. Yeah, balance is being restored. Okay. All right, Shanice. What is yours returns to you. What is mine remains with me. May what has been revealed be met with clarity. Hey guys, I've done all of the free readings that I'm going to do for today. If you would like to get a reading or book with me, the link for that is in my bio. So for personal readings, the way that it works, I have two different options. One of them is 2222. That is a recorded reading. So you send me your questions. I answer your questions. I record them. And then I put it on YouTube in a private link that only you have access to. And I send you the link to watch that. Those readings can range anywhere from like 15 minutes. I've done some that go up to like 45 minutes, because it just depends on how Spirit moves me, how the energy is. I just read until the energy is closed. Okay. That's 2222. If you would like to book a phone call with me where you and I get on the phone and we talk about things and we kind of like go back and forth, as far as like you telling me, you know, asking questions, whatever, and then I answer your questions directly like that, and then you can ask me more questions based off of the answers that you receive, or, you know, there's more room for like explaining the situation. It's more of a like a back and forth, more interactive reading. That is $33.33. Okay. I have Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and then I also have my website where you can book there. The times on my website are kind of restrictive, but we do not have to go based off of those times. Okay, so you book for any time on the website, and then we can coordinate through the DMs what time works for both of us. Okay. But yeah, that's how it goes. 22 for the recorded reading, 33 for a phone call. And the phone call is a half an hour. Okay. And as far as the personal readings, I'll read on whatever. The only thing that I do not like to read on, guys, is pregnancy. I don't like reading on it because I don't always like what Spirit has to show me. Sometimes, it's not good to know everything, So I prefer to stay away from that avenue entirely. Okay? Yeah. The link for that is in my bio. It's channeled wellness 333.square.site. If you need my PayPal or my Cash App information, just send me a DM and I can send it to you. Okay? All right, let's get into this astrology, the astrology for the month of August. So in the month of August, we do have the Lionsgate portal. For those of you who do not know what the Lionsgate portal is, that is on 8/8. Shanice, if you want to read into that, we can. It'll have to be a paid reading though, sweetheart. Okay. All right. I'm grabbing my planner, guys. You're welcome, sweetheart. Y'all are very, very, very welcome. I appreciate you guys showing up and supporting the channel. All your taps, your gifts, your likes. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's get into the astrology of August. I don't know if I wrote anything down yet. Oh, I do have some stuff. Okay. So in the month of August, we are starting off the month with Pisces. Let's see. I want to update my calendar while we talk. Y'all see? I'm going to show y'all. Can I show y'all real quick? Y'all see my baby? Can y'all see that? She did me a little happy Valentine's Day. It was supposed to be a coloring sheet, but I never colored it. I just put it on the board and was like, I'll cherish it forever. Let me see. Where's my eraser? Is it under here? Oh, I see it. So we do have eclipse season is starting in August. The 8/8, which is the Lionsgate portal, that's the date, 8/8. That's a great time for manifesting. As a matter of fact, I think that I started this channel on Lionsgate portal a couple of years ago. It's a great portal for manifesting. Okay. The Lionsgate, we call it Lionsgate because it's Leo. It's associated with Leo, and Leo, y'all know, is the lion. And Leo represents the sun, right? There's a lot of symbology connected to the sun and, what the sun shines on, the exposure that it has, right? And then the nodes just switched as well last Sunday. The nodes switched to North node is currently in Aquarius and the South node is in Leo. So Leo is really being highlighted at this time. We are in Leo season, of course. But I feel like that sun energy is just being very highlighted at this time. There's a lot of revelation, a lot of clarity, a lot of just a lot of. I hate putting you in front of this fan, but I really need to. Let's take this stuff off of here. All right. Markers. So starting off, currently the moon is in Pisces. All right. So this is August. I'm gonna write the dates on here. The first is a Saturday. We have dates that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna start with the second, just for the sake of space on my board. The second, third, fourth, fifth, 31 days in August. So, will you guys tell me what's y'all sun signs? I'm curious. Drop y'all sun signs in the chat. And if you know it, what house is your sun sign in your birth chart? So for me, I'm an Aries. So my sun sign is Aries, but I'm a Scorpio rising. So my sun falls in the 6th house of my chart. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, see, I wrote 16, 17, 16. There's this energy of redundancy. It's like something coming back around for y'all to take a deeper look at it. Well, for us to take a deeper look at it, it's really got to do with the collective. Y'all can tell me too, have you ever gotten a birth chart reading? Is that something that you guys are interested in? Your natal chart, 30, 31st. You're a Virgo, but you don't know the rest. Okay. Well, Virgo is a good place to start. So if your sun is in Virgo, I feel like this 8-8 portal is going to have something to do with that Virgo energy. So there could be themes around like getting organized. I feel like getting clear. Virgo is clarity. So there's this energy of getting very clear. So when you manifest, right, for this Lionsgate portal, you want to manifest clarity. That will be the most powerful thing for you to manifest at this time. Why? Because the Lionsgate portal is Leo, and Leo rules the sun. And since your sun is Virgo, you thought it would be Virgo because you're a Virgo? What do you mean? I'm confused. You thought what would be Virgo? All right, let's see. Your sun, yeah. You were born during Virgo season. If you were born during Virgo season, then your sun is in Virgo. If you say I'm a Virgo, that means that your sun sign is Virgo, right? Your sun sign, all your sun sign tells you is the position, the constellation that the sun was in at the time that you were born, right? So I'm born in April, so I'm in Aries, which means that my sun, the sun was in Aries at the time that I was born. The first question that I don't remember what the first question I asked was. I think I asked for your sun sign and if you know it, what house your sun is in your chart. For my people just joining, we're going through the astrology of the month of August. Okay, we're talking about these portals and eclipses that we have coming up. So if you'd like to get in on the discussion, drop your sun sign and what house your sun is in your chart. Okay. We're starting off with the sun in Pisces, but the sun goes into Aries. I'm sorry, the moon. This is moon energy. Moon is in pink. The moon goes into Aries at 15:37 local time. Yes, I write the exact times on my board. On the 2nd, on the 4th, the moon goes into Taurus at 21:36. Why do I write the exact times that the moon ingresses into the next signs? It's because it helps me with manifesting. It helps me to understand what portion of my chart is being highlighted at what times. So it's easy to see like what energy is going to be a theme for me on a specific date if I understand when the moon is where. Does that make sense? The moon is a luminary. So what does that mean? That means that it it illuminates different portions of your chart at different times, right? And when it illuminates those different portions of your chart, it activates the different portions of your chart. Okay, the sun is going to be in Gemini on the 7th at 1:08 local time. All right, and then on the 9th, the moon goes into Cancer at 2:46. If you're manifesting, this is very helpful. If you want to track on certain things that are going to be coming in, this is very helpful. The moon goes into Leo on the 11th. And remember that this is the 8/8 portal. So the moon will be in Gemini on the 8/8 portal. 3:38. Hey guys, welcome in. Tap the live. If you guys have questions, please drop them in the chat. Okay. Right now, I'm writing the areas where the moon, like what signs the moon is going to be in throughout the month, which the moon goes through all 12 signs throughout the course of the month. Okay. But I like to keep track of when it's in what sign. 5/18. It goes into Virgo on the 13th. Okay. At 9:20 on the 15th, it goes into Libra. All right. It goes into Scorpio on the 17th. 17:47 local time. No. Oh, why did I write that? That's crazy. 16:46. So 4:46 p.m. All right. And then we have Sagittarius. It goes into Sagittarius on the 20th at 3:30. Capricorn. Hey, Allie. How you doing? Capricorn on 15, 50, 59 and the 22nd. We're just tracking the positions of the moon throughout the month. Well, I'm setting up my calendar for August. Basically, that's what's happening. This this is what I'm setting up. This is what I'm looking at. Aquarius on the 25th at 4:02. That's so sloppy. Okay. On the 25th. On the 27th, it goes into Pisces. We have two eclipses this month. We have a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. Pisces at 23:18 on the 27th. Pisces 23:18. Hmm. No, 14:04. I'm seeing my notes are kind of jumbled on my small calendar. 14:04. And then 21:38 on the 29th, it goes into Aries. Okay. You're a Capricorn? Okay, so Capricorn for the Lionsgate portal, you would be focusing on discipline. Do you know what house your Capricorn is in? Your sun is in, in your chart? You would be focusing on Capricornian themes. That is what would be best for you to manifest on Lionsgate, right? So, do I have my rulership book? Hold on. So for Lionsgate, you would want to manifest the themes of the Capricorn. This book goes into each sign and like the rulerships of it. So let's see. Abandoned places, abbeys, barren ground, basements, bones, churchyard, churches. There could be something here surrounding like manifesting spiritual things. I feel like the cemetery is here. This cemetery really gives Sun, Moon, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Pluto, all in Capricorn. Ooh, good child, Capricorn. Yeah, you got some stiff energy over there in Capricorn. You got a stellium. I lost my page. Yeah. So you're going to be manifesting things related to this. And then the seventh house is your house of relationships. It's the house of contracts. It has to do with like the relationships that we have between ourselves and other people, but also like ourselves and the land. Your ex also had a Capricorn stellium. Yeah. You guys butted heads a lot, didn't you? Yeah. That's a lot of energy in Capricorn. Yeah. So North Node, Mercury. My Mercury's in my seventh house as well. Not in Capricorn though. Pluto. So Pluto is the energy of death and rebirth. Mercury has to do with the way that because y'all are earth energy. Capricorn is earth energy. So it's very stable. It's very forgiving, I feel like. Dependable, Pluto. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It has to do with your self-worth, the way that you communicate, the things that that it has to do with endings for you. You're Cancer rising and he's Scorpio rising. Yeah. So that means it fell in a different house for him. If he's Scorpio rising, it fell in the third house. Yeah. Which is Scorpio risings, Capricorn in the third house has to do with communication. I'm hearing fixed communication. Very interesting. So, and this is where like I'm not as deep off in the astrology. I understand the astrology, but it takes more research from me because it's not like a secondhand thing for me. I'm really still learning. But yeah, you're going to be manifesting. I feel like there's a lot here related to the ground, like land. Being outside with the land on the 8-8 portal would be very good for you. Okay. But it's also these themes of like dependency. Real estate would be something good for you to manifest. Yeah, reliability, responsibility, routine. You could be manifesting a different routine or things like that with this Lionsgate portal. For Vedic astrology is great. I've heard that. I haven't gotten all the way into it though. And then Lisa wanted to know, what about Libra? So if your sun is in Libra, you're going to be manifesting things related to Libra on the Lionsgate portal. So that would be Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's about that's dope. Yeah, exactly. Libra is about image, it's about luxury, it's about art. You know what I'm saying? It's about being creative. Okay, the arts, the fine arts we have here. Balance is another theme of Libra. So you could really be manifesting balance, Lisa, on the 8-8 portal. I feel like that would be very, very helpful for you. Okay. Closets, copper, cornelian, crimson. All right. Diplomacy. So that's something else about Libras. Libras are very good diplomats. That energy is very diplomatic. It's very fair, right? So you could be manifesting for situations to work out in a fair manner towards you, like when it comes to whatever the situation is, you could be manifesting for different situations to work out fairly for you and fairly for the other person as well. Yeah. Intermediaries, jewelry, that's what I'm saying, this energy of like luxury. So you could be manifesting luxury. Okay, you could manifest love. Okay, Libra rules love and lovers. You could be manifesting a lover, a partnership. Okay, yeah, anything art related. I feel like art is how you manifest for this 8-8 portal. Do some type of art, do something creative. If it means like creative writing, if it's sitting in meditation and envisioning this thing, this relationship, this situation working out, this whatever it is for you, you know. But it's done through creativity. Okay. The color yellow is significant. Yeah. That's for Libra. Okay, so we have a full moon. Where's my marker? We have a new moon on the 12th and a full moon on the 28th. So on the 12th, we have a a new moon. And then on the 28th, we have a full moon. Nope, 27th is the full moon. Sorry. All right. The new moon is happening in Leo at 12:36 my local time. I'm in Central Time. Yeah, sure. 12:36, and this is also a solar eclipse. Spirit is telling me that the eclipses are about clearing things out. So this may not be necessarily the best time to do like work related to manifesting, because usually we manifest on the new moon, but I feel like with the solar eclipse, because Spirit's saying it's about clearing things out, this may not be the best time to manifest. I feel like the eclipses are kind of just something that you have to ride out. Okay. And then on the full moon, we're having a lunar eclipse in Pisces at 23:18 my time. So lunar eclipse, and that is happening at 4 degrees. Okay. Those are the moons for this month. And then let's see what ingresses we have. There's a few. Hey, Red Bunny. Tracy. I remembered. Moving up in the world, baby. I'm remembering people's names. Oh, my goodness. How you doing, Tracy? It's good to see you, sweetheart. See, that's something that comes with clarity. Yeah. Being able to remember things. When you clear things out, it makes space. I feel like that's important, Virgo, Laquita. Because Virgo, they're showing me one of my decks, one of my cards. It's the Virgo, but it's the clearing card. Okay. So, Virgo rules the sixth house, which is the house of daily routines. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. All right. Virgo rules the sixth house, which is the house of daily routines. So this is being consistent. There's an energy of consistency here, right? Because what we do every day, what we repeat, the habits that we have, right? Our habits are who we become. My left ear is ringing. Yeah. So for you, manifesting on the 8/8 portal is going to be in regards of these daily routines. Okay. It could have something to do with accounts, administration. There's a clearing. There's a clearing. It's really about clearing out some things for the Virgos and getting things in order. I feel like your body and the health of your body. Okay. Chemists, charts, the places where things are kept. It's really about organization. It's about organizing and clothing. Virgo rules clothing. I did not know that. Virgo also rules dysentery. Interesting. Why is dysentery coming up? It's a clearing. It's the clearing. It's releasing of the actual, like the, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else is here? Spirit. Desk, detail, health, horticulture, illness, libraries, librarians. Okay. There's a lot. Virgo rules a lot. refrigerators, nutrition. I feel like it's the clearing out of the things that no longer serve. That's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting, say, sanitation. There's a lot of themes of like clearing out waste. Okay. I feel like manifesting the things that come in place of the waste, right? It's excuse me. It's the clearing out of the waste. So what do you do in your schedule that's detrimental to you, right? Or what do you do that's positive? I feel like it's like taking stock. It's like going back over a checklist, taking stock of, okay, this, and this is good. This is not, that's not. Let's move that out. And it's really like a reorganizing or a restructuring of your life. That's what you're manifesting on this 8-8 portal. Or well, I'm not telling you what to manifest, but I'm telling you if you manifest this on this 8-8 portal, it will be very beneficial for you because it's aligned with the energy. Okay? I'm not answering yes or no questions at this time, darling. Yeah. We're looking at the astrology for the month of August. Okay, so looking at our ingresses. What color are those going to be? Blue? Is the blue going to write properly? Spirit say one of them will. Okay. Does this one write properly? Yeah, this one's good. So pink is for the moon, blue is for the ingresses. What does ingress mean? Ingress just means that is the Lionsgate portal is on August 8th. Yeah, 8/8. Ingress just means that that's when a planet or whatever is going into a certain sign. So like these actually are ingresses of the moon, right? Because that's the day that it goes into Aries. That's the day that the moon goes into Taurus. This is the day that the moon goes into Gemini. That's the ingresses. But when we speak about ingresses, we're really talking about the planets. So for us here, the first ingress that we have in the month of August is on the 6th. Venus enters Libra. This is a significant ingress. That's on the 6th. Venus enters Libra here. And I know if you guys don't know the symbols, that's okay. I just write the symbols because it's easier than writing out the whole words here. It's smaller for my board, you know? So Venus going into Libra is significant. Why? Because Venus rules Libra. Okay, this is a time where the aesthetics become important. Okay, the way that things look. It's this energy of luxury, of art. Things get very artistic, kind of otherworldly in a sense, right? Really otherworldly, like deep off into fantasy is more of a Piscean energy. But with Libra, Venus in Libra, it gives, just very artistic, very luxury, very, what's the word? Like luxury, like royal vibes, like just high class. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So that's the energy that Venus is going to be giving us while she's in Libra. I believe she's going to stay in Libra for a month or more. Okay. Why do I have Venus going into Leo here? And then Venus into Virgo. Maybe she doesn't stay for a month. Hold on, guys. Let me see something. Let me make sure I wrote these things down correctly in my planner, because the me that wrote this stuff down a couple months ago did not know as much as I know now. So let me just confirm. So what did I do? That's not right. This isn't right. Let me pull up the ingresses. Y'all. And this is the thing with astrology, right? It's very it's very detailed, it's very in-depth. So you have to be mindful of what you're doing. I cannot see that from over here. Let's see. Venus does enter Libra. Okay, I wrote the wrong signs. I see what I did. All right. Direct entry planet is going to be all of them. Can I do all of them? Why is it only allowing me to pick one? Direct sign entries, ingresses into all 12 signs. Let's see. I am a human, in fact. All planets. Year 2026, along with the tropical. Okay. This is problematic. Let's go back. This is not what I'm looking for. It's not the right chart. Okay, well, I guess y'all get to see my process in action. All right, Venus enters Libra on August 6th. Mercury enters Leo. Yeah, I definitely put the wrong signs in here when I was doing my chart. So Venus stays in one sign for 3 to 4 weeks. So the sign that it's in changes every 3 to 4 weeks. So what does that mean? That means that from this period of August 6th until Venus moves again, it's this energy that I was describing of, luxury, of things being very aesthetic. The way that things look matter during this time, okay? On August 9th, Mercury moves into Leo. It's here on the 9th. Mercury moves into Leo. Mercury moving into Leo on the 9th. What does that mean? That means that communication gets very loud. It gets very loud. It gets very outgoing, very creative, right? The sun. People are going to be saying things that are really going to reveal exactly where they stand on certain issues or topics here while Mercury is in Leo. And it's crazy because this is happening right after the Lionsgate portal that Mercury will be moving into Leo. Mercury is also going to be conjunct the sun in Leo. So that is significant as well because it just brings a lot of emphasis. There's this energy of like revelation. There's this energy because the sun, it illuminates things. It reveals things. The sun cannot be hidden, right? It's a star and it can't be hidden. So that means that there's going to be things that are going to be said, things that people are going to be thinking. Mercury rules thoughts and communication. These things are not going to be able to be hidden during this time. Okay. The next ingress we have is Mars goes into Cancer on August 11th. So Mars is going into Cancer here. Mars into Cancer is about taking action related to the things that make us feel comfortable, the things that make us feel at home, right? Cancer is the energy of the mother. It's the energy of a crab, right? How a crab retreats within its shell. Cancer is also very emotional energy. So we could be taking action based on our emotions, which I do not advise that anyone does that at that time. Okay. But there's this energy, especially with the moon going into Leo on the same day. There's this energy of emotions becoming very undeniable on this day. Okay. And this is on a collective level. The way that we see these things play out, these happen on a collective level, but also on a personal level as well. Okay. The next ingress after that, we have the sun going into Virgo on the 22nd. So the 22nd over here, the sun goes into Virgo. All right. Sun in Virgo, y'all know what that means. Things are being cleared out. Things are being illuminated and moved out, cleared out. We know what this is. We just talked about Virgo and how it's the energy of cleaning and clearing. And that's exactly what's going to happen during that time. I feel like people are really going to be getting locked in, especially with the moon being in Capricorn on the same day. This is locking in with your daily routines. Okay. All right. And then our last ingress of the month is Mercury moving into Virgo. Following its direct turn, sharpening analytical thinking. Yeah. Mercury moves into Virgo on the 25th. So Mercury moves into Virgo on the 25th. So it's this double whammy, right? Because you have the sun moving into Virgo, the moon is in Capricorn when the sun moves into Virgo. We're honing in on our daily routines, we're locking in with ourselves, and then boom, Mercury comes into Virgo too. We get very clear about the way that we are thinking, we get very clear about the way that we are speaking. This could be as a direct result of the energy that we've been putting into locking in with our daily routines, right? Because when you lock in with when you lock in with a sense of okay, I'm doing this thing, right? Let's say it's working out. Let's say you're trying to lose weight. So you lock in with working out, right? And that becomes a part of your daily routine. By the time you get to the 25th here, the moon goes into Aquarius, which has to do a lot with thoughts, right? That's air energy. And Mercury moving into Virgo, it becomes very clear to you what you want, what you need, how you need to do it. You're able to speak about it. The energy becomes very pristine, very clear, very precise. Okay. And then that takes us into our full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 27th, which is very much not the same type of energy at all. The lunar eclipse in Pisces is like you were swimming, right? You were locked in, you were swimming, and now you're drowning. It's a very big switch up in energy between those couple of days. So yeah, should be interesting. Should be very interesting. Okay. Holidays. I don't see any significant holidays, not for the Americas anyway. We do have Chiron going retrograde. Oh, this is important. I need to put this on here too. What color? Purple. I don't think this purple writes very well. This one? Yeah. Chiron is going retrograde on August 3rd, and it's going to remain retrograde in Taurus for the rest of the year. Actually, it's going to retrograde out of Taurus. Currently, it's at 0 degrees of Taurus. It's going to retrograde back into Aries. Yay, that should be fun, especially for my sun sign Aries. That is going to be fun. It's going to be really nifty. Not really, but we're going to pretend like it is. Okay, this is Chiron here. Chiron goes retrograde from 8/3 to 12/31. So literally for the rest of the year. And it starts at 0 degrees of Taurus and it goes to 26 degrees of Aries. Yeah. So, more Chiron and Aries themes. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is the things that we have to heal in this lifetime in order to like teach other people. These are the things that we are. No, I do not. All of the signs, all of their energies work together, right? We're all many members of the same body. All of us have all of the signs within us. So it's really about like a balancing act. So no, I don't dislike any of the signs. I'm not. I know there's certain people who are like, yeah, no, I like this sign better than that sign. But no, all signs have their pros and their cons. And they all have like a positive and a negative aspect, right? So you can meet people with a sun sign, Libra, who are awesome. And then you can meet people with a sun sign Libra who are expressing it in the negative form and they are crappy. You know, they treat people like crap. They're not very fair to people. You know, they're like, it's almost like Libra in the reverse, like Uno reverse, you know? So there's positive and negative expressions. And I would say generally, I'm not really a person who dislikes people. Maybe that's not true. I'm not a person who dislikes individual people. I feel like there's a lot of systems in the world that I dislike, like overall as a system, like as a society, like why are we doing things this way when we don't have to? There's a lot of that for me, but I don't dislike individual people. Now there may be people that I disagree with, whatever it is that they're choosing to do or how they're choosing to express themselves or their energy. I may not agree with that, but I don't dislike the person themselves because of it. Mm-mm. It's just energy being expressed. All of it is about experience, right? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like as long as you are respecting other people, for the most part, I don't have problems with people like that. As long as you're respecting everybody else's boundaries and having some boundaries of your own, like, I don't. Now, I've dealt with some really nasty energies. I definitely have. But I mean, to go as far as to say I dislike them, I feel like that takes a lot of effort. That takes a lot of energy to like really dislike somebody. Like you have to put your heart and soul into that. And I'm just like, I really don't care that much. Like they're living in their reality, I'm living in mine. And so, and maybe that's the Aries part of me that is very self-focused, but I'm too busy worrying about what I'm doing than to be worried about somebody else. Like I don't operate like that. Yeah. But yeah, Chiron retrograding at the beginning of Taurus, going back into Aries is gonna be more of the same energy that we have been experiencing this past year while Chiron was in Aries, right? This is just our wounds. This is like the last final push of taking that internal look at, the things that we carry. How excuse me, how do the things that we carry, how have they wounded us, and what can we do moving forward with them? I feel like it really goes back to childhood, because Aries is the child of the zodiac. you know and when things grow retrograde, they take an internal shift, right? So the focus, instead of it being on external, it focuses inward. So yeah, that's gonna come back around, probably give us a nice little boot boot boot, last little 1 2. At least for me it probably will, because I'm an Aries sun. So yay. I feel like this is the last little bit of Chiron to really show us ourselves. What is it called when people be like, blank is in Virgo or Aries? A placement? That's a placement. Like currently the sun is in Leo. That just means that the sun is in that constellation. It's in that part of the sky. So if we're talking about the moon being in Virgo, that's when the moon is passing through that portion of the sky. It's in the constellation of Virgo. All the constellations, the zodiac signs, are constellations that make like a ring around the earth. And so as the different planets move through these different positions in the sky, that's when we say that, oh, this is in that, or that's in that. Yeah. Retrograde means it's moving backwards, right? Because forwards is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, going in that order. Retrograde is moving backwards. So it would be like going from Gemini back into Taurus, would be retrograde. Yeah. hmm Does anybody have any other questions about the astrology for the month of August? Chiron and Taurus really reflects our like what we value, the things that we associate. Since I answered this question already, Laquita. Okay. Chiron and Taurus is going to be dealing with our values, right? It has to deal with the things that we value, the things that we place of great importance in our life, right? Chiron in Aries is about yourself. It's about your self-image. It's about wounds related to the self, right? Because Aries is the self. It's Aries rules the first house. That's the self. That has to do with your identity, okay? And it's gonna be a time of reflection, I feel like, for the rest of the year, about who you really are and how you're really expressing that. Those types of themes will be coming up with Chiron retrograde in Aries. Laquita, can I ask you a question? Are you being a protagonist or an antagonist in this situation? You think you're asking it in the wrong way. As I don't understand. You heard me answer the question. So you heard me answer the question about sun signs. And now you're asking if there's any constellation that I dislike. The signs are the constellations. The signs are the constellations. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Cancer, all of those are the constellations. We call them those signs because that's the same as the name of the constellations. The symbols that we have for the signs, like when you think of Pisces and it's two fish, Cancer is the crab, that is related to the imagery that's associated with the constellation itself. How Virgo is the water bearer, that's the constellation. I don't get how, the ancients associated these images with these particular constellations, because to me they look like dots in the sky and more like lines, but that's what it is. Yeah. I hope that makes sense, Laquita. I hope that answered your question. Okay. I'm going to come back on later. I would like to do another collective today. I feel like we're going to do a collective by element. Okay. Definitely, if you guys are looking for readings, you can book with me through the link in my bio. If you got a reading with me at all on live over the month of July, if you would like to go and look back at it, you can check out my YouTube, because I moved the playbacks over to YouTube so that you guys can see it. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys for now. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day on purpose, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace. Oh, let me answer this question. I see you. You thought that retrograde had something to do with the months. No, retrograde just means that a planet is moving backwards. Instead of it moving forward through the zodiac, let me see. Let me grab a chart. Let me show you on a chart, because I feel like that will illustrate the energy better. Hold on. Okay. This is a chart, right? This is a birth chart. All right. On the birth chart, you have the houses. Each of the houses is numbered in this inner circle here. Okay. When you start, you're starting here at the ascendant, and you go, the sun goes from the ascendant to the descendant. The ascendant is the horizon. The ascendant and the descendant, this is the horizon. So the sun travels through the sky like that, right, during the course of a day. So this person or this person is before sunrise. I hope this makes sense. What am I saying? Okay, what I'm saying is this. See how the numbers go in order? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. It starts here, it goes around like this. If a planet is moving directly, it will also move in this direction. If a planet is retrograde, it means it's moving the opposite direction. Does that make sense? It's like clockwise versus counterclockwise. If a planet's in retrograde, it's moving backwards. It's not moving forwards through a certain placement that I dislike. You mean as far as like experiencing certain placements? I don't know that I have one that I really dislike. They kind of are what they are. I mean, honestly, they just are what they are. Hey, Miss Melissa. Yeah. The placements are just different energies. I mean, I feel like for me, because I am able to express a sense of neutrality when it comes to dealing with different energies, then it doesn't really necessarily affect me like that. You know what I mean? I can see the energies for what they are instead of like getting so attached to them that they throw me on like this roller coaster. So for me, it doesn't, I wouldn't say that I have a placement that I dislike. At least I haven't come across that yet. Everything is in the interest of learning, pursuing your spiritual evolution, your becoming. So it's just experiences. That's how I look at it. But yeah, I guess that's a good question. I'm sure there's a lot of, because there's astrologers that you listen to and they say that, oh, this is problematic or this is a bad placement. Like, I don't believe in bad placements. I think that there is a variety for a reason, you know? And objectively, I mean, we can look at someone's chart or something and say that it's bad, but it's experience. No, you're fine. I just wasn't picking up what you were putting down. That's all. Yeah. Mm, okay. Well, that's what I have. I hope you guys have a wonderful day on purpose.